Yo, what's going on, everybody? How's it going? You know who this is, the chosen one, Gabriel Skywalker from the DFS Club, coming to you guys with the MLB main slate video. It's MLB season, guys. We're down to just single game NBA games, so let's roll out this MLB content. If you're new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave me a comment down below. And if you're returning and you haven't subscribed yet, what are you doing? Hit that subscribe button. It helps out the Skywalker DFS show, which I was going to start doing live streams tomorrow, but I had an appointment come up at 11 a.m. So always something, always something. But thanks for tuning in, guys. And without further ado, let's start the show. All right, guys. So before we get into it, let's get in. We gotta keep the lights on around here. We gotta get the homework out the way, guys. You want to come join the DFS club? I've been killing it at MLB, man. I'm on a streak like you wouldn't believe. Cash games are just like your double ups are just easy money, guys. If you want my lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks, members only podcast. I knew I was forgetting something. 1 hour before lock, guys. That's where we break down the slate 1 hour before lock. DFSclub.com. You got two providers in one. You got DFS Space, myself, Skywalker DFS. You don't just get MLB, guys. You get every single sport. We're playing tennis tonight, guys. That's what we do. We play everything. All you got to do is click join now. Very easy. If I can do it, anyone can do it. Make sure you click on my logo, Skywalker DFS. And then check out these plans, guys. We're the cheapest in the industry, and it's not even close. We have our bronze, silver, gold plans, and our 3-day passes. Every package includes everything. Lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks, members only podcasts. Come hang out with myself, Schroeder. 400 of your newest family members, guys. The only difference is the more you pay up, the more you save. That's it. Other than that, you get everything. We do prize picks. Boy, do we do prize picks. We do sports wagering, guys. You name it, we do it. DFSclub.com. When you don't have a cat in your face. Come join the winning team, guys. You want to know something? I say it all the time. Stop losing. Start winning. Come join the winning team, guys. We'd love to have you. And look who's here just in time. Schroeder Skywalker from the DFS Club. He said, hey, how's it going, guys? How's it going? We got to get our studio back up, huh? Yeah, we had to tear it down, and we're about to put it back up because instead of doing these recordings the night before, we're looking to go live the morning of and do like the whole Skywalker DFS show where we do all DFS sports. So make sure you guys hit that subscribe button, right, Schroeder? And then we do a segment for the MLB videos called Schroeder's Picks, where Schroeder right here gives you his 3 home run calls of the slate. So without further ado, let's bring up Draft Dashboard, Schroeder. Let's see. Draft Dashboard is a sponsor of the show. You guys already know that. It's $1 for 30 days. Just click on the link in the description below. You yourself can have Draft Dashboard, guys. You get access to all my player pools. That's for NFL, NBA, MLB, and NHL. That's for everything. The link will be in the description below. Trust me. When it comes to research, this is the only tool you'll need. And it's an optimizer. You can optimize up to 150 lineups, guys. So go check it out. Make sure you click on the link in the description below to take advantage of that $1 to make you holla. Check out Draft Dashboard. All right, so let's get into it. Let's look at the weather and the totals, and then we'll get into the individual players. So we'll bring up Fantasy Labs here. And these lineups here are all just projections. I mean, most of the time they're not correct, but the pitchers most likely are. So first up, we have the Yankees at Baltimore, guys. So it's an 11-game slate. Partly cloudy, 72 degrees. Winds gusting inward at 14 miles an hour. That's not good. And Baltimore used to be a home run park. This year they moved the fences back. So it's no longer a hitter-friendly park. 4.8 for the Yankees, 3.4 for Baltimore. The Yankees look pretty decent. Next up, we got Seattle at Toronto in the Dome. 3.9 for Seattle, 4.8 for Toronto. Then we got Houston at Boston. Mostly cloudy, 67 degrees. High humidity, though, 80% humidity. Winds blowing out to left field at 12 miles an hour. I like to see that. 4-2 for Houston, 4-5 for Boston. And Odorizzi's on the mound, so I'm really liking a Boston stack. Then we got a rain game here, guys. So keep your eyes, ears, legs open for this news because we got St. Louis at the New York Mets. Rain, 66 degrees. Winds blowing out to 10 miles an hour. However, this season's been like any other season ever for MLB. When it comes to rainouts, it's only happened one time. One time. Otherwise, they've canceled the games hours before lock, or they just move the time back, or they move it forward. So we've been very lucky this season. Hopefully, they keep doing that. Nothing like getting hit right in the old prison pocket when you got your lineups in and then the game gets rained out after a lock. Next up, we got Atlanta at Milwaukee. Partly cloudy, 68 degrees. Winds blowing straight out to center field at 13 miles an hour. We got 3.6 for Atlanta, 4 for Milwaukee. Ian Anderson's going to be in the mount for Atlanta, so I'm really liking a Milwaukee stack here. Next up, we got Pittsburgh at the Cubbies. Partly cloudy, 69 degrees. Winds blowing sideways, 11 miles an hour. Don't have implied totals yet from Vegas on this one. Then we got the Angels at Texas, 92 degrees. Humidity, 48%. Whatever. 4.4 for Anaheim, 3.8 for Texas. Then we got Chicago White Sox at the Kansas City Royals. The Royals coming off from that Coors Field series, 77 degrees. Great hitting weather here. 4-mile-an-hour winds blowing towards the outfield. 47% humidity. I mean, I guess that's middle range. And Vegas has no implied totals yet for this game. Then we got the monster game here. We got the Coors Field game, guys. San Francisco Giants going up against the Colorado Rockies. 77 degrees. Low humidity, only 29% to be precise there. 6.4 implied for the Giants. 5.3 for the Rockies, guys. And the winds are blowing out 8 miles an hour. The winds have been blowing in. And Kansas City and Colorado were scoring tons of runs. So it looks like it's Coors Field season again. So I will have plenty of shares of this game. Obviously, my favorite game on the slate. We got the Twins at Oakland. Partly cloudy, 56 degrees. You know, the weather here I'm 20 minutes from Oakland, and it just can't make up its damn mind. Like, it's freezing-ass cold again today. Day before, it was hot. Freezing-ass cold the day. I don't know what's going on, guys. 4 for Minnesota, 3.7 for Oakland. No, sorry, it's Minnesota. If you're from there, that's how you say it. Then, last but not least, we got Arizona at the Dodgers. Clear, 71 degrees. Winds blowing out to outfield at 6 miles an hour to center field. D-backs, 3.4. The Dodgers, 5.3. So the only game we really got to worry about here would be the Mets and Cardinals game as far as like a rainout. As far as like top stacks, what I'm looking at the night before, the Yankees are always in play against Bradish. The Red Sox I like against Odorizzi. I know Odorizzi's been hot as of late, but I don't trust him. I really don't trust him. And the Red Sox, when I was going through the batters, they all have pretty good histories against him. And on the other side, Houston doesn't look bad either. Houston's always in play, man. I love a Milwaukee stack. I love picking on Ian Anderson this year. So far, it's been paying off good. And I like this weather here in Milwaukee. I know it's a dome, but I think it's like partial dome. I don't know, guys. But Milwaukee at 4 with Peralta on the mound. Yeah. Give me Milwaukee against Ian Anderson. Then we got Pittsburgh and the Cubbies. No interest there. The Angels have been red hot. You can always take a stab there. John Gray is 9-4. That's just stupid. He should not be 9-4. But my favorite stack, obviously, is the Giants and the Rockies. Hands down. Cash games, this is where you're going to go. And the pricing's not too bad for the Giants. It's really not bad. And I was thinking the Dodgers going up against Bumgarner, but actually going through the Dodgers line here, none of them's done any good against Bumgarner. Bumgarner's dominated them. So if you want to be tricky on this slate, you can go Bumgarner for 6-4 and a GPP only. So that's it for the game-by-game breakdowns. Let's get into the player-by-player breakdowns because, you know, we got to do it all, man. Let's see here. No, man, I'm quieter than normal because Smoking Joe and my wife are sleeping. It's really late tonight. I had to wait for Draft Dashboard to update before I started this video because they didn't have the right pitchers in, and you guys know. Don't even get me started. All right, so let's start off a pitcher. So Freddie Peralta at 10-5, absolutely. Going up against Atlanta, they strike out a lot. 27, 19, 26 in his last 3. Doesn't go past 6, but doesn't really need to, right? So, yeah, love Peralta tomorrow. Tony Gosselin looks pretty good. Arizona's ice cold right now. He's 10-2, but for $300 more, yeah, I'm getting a Freddie Peralta. But you already know on DraftKings, you got to get 2 pitchers. FanDuel, you can only pick 1. So, FanDuel, my favorite top pitcher is going to be Peralta. Miles Mikolas, man, people keep doubting this guy, and it's a big mistake. He's 9.8K. Hopefully this game plays, right? He's just been killing it this year. 21, 15, 24. Innings pitched, 7, 6, 7. So he's always low owned. I'll swoop him up for 9.8K. He's definitely in play. Noah Syndergaard, these Angel pitchers have just been really good, man. 8.5K. Going up against a Texas team who's really not scoring any runs either. So, I mean, I don't mind the Syndergaard play coming off a 23-point fantasy game. 10, 17 before that. If he's pitching good, he'll go about 7 innings. So, yeah, I like that. Odorizzi's been good his last 3, but I don't trust him. I just don't trust him. I'm going to stack against him. That's how much I trust him. And then we'll scroll down here as a punt play. I think Kikuchi's a little too cheap here. Going up against his former team, the Seattle Mariners, 6.3K, 19, 27, 2 in his last 3. But I like the revenge narrative here. And I think 6.3 for Kikuchi's way too cheap. So definitely my favorite SP2 is going to be Kikuchi tomorrow. All right, so let's go to first base. Schroeder's already, look at him. He's already dialed in, man. He's studying. We got Paul Goldschmidt, 4.7K. A St. Louis stack, if this game plays, doesn't look too shabby. And Goldschmidt's been really good this year, man. 32, 9, 19 in his last 3. 4 at-bats a game. He's done pretty good against Williams in his career. 22 at-bats, 318 average. 1 home run. So not too bad there. Shohei Ohtani, him and Trout, they're always in play. I'm not going to really waste your time there. Vladimir Guerrero, always in play. CJ Cron, part of that Coors Field game, 5.6 is really pricey. He's done good against I Got Morning Wood, Christian Wood. He crushes lefties. That's the thing with him. He's 4 for 10 against him with a homer. I like the CJ Cron play. I mean, a lot of people probably just automatically go to the Giants, but if you've been paying attention this year, the Giants really don't hit a lot of home runs. They just they score a lot of runs, but it's, they get a lot of singles, doubles. They don't really hit a lot of homers. So you can definitely go the Colorado side here if you can afford it because they're priced up more than the Giants, but that's another way of getting different. Daniel Vogelbach, 4.8K, has been having a pretty good season, man. And he's going up against Hendricks. I like picking on Hendricks also. And Vogelbach, man, he crushes righties. Crushes them. So he's got a 417 average against them in 12 at-bats. And then get out the belt, guys. Get not to whoop your child, but just get out Brandon Belt. He's down to 4.5 now. At the beginning of the season, he was 5.5. Why? I don't know. I like Brandon Belt as much as the next guy, but he's not 5.5. He'll never be 5.5. And Coors Field, though, 24 at-bats against Santazella, batting 458. 4 singles, 7 doubles, guys. So stacking up the Giants is really cheap and a high up spot here. If you stack them, I'd go 5 because, like I said, they'll double, single, and then it eventually adds up. But I would go 5 deep if you're going to go the Giants. Not balls deep, but 5 deep. That's pretty much balls deep. That's as far as you can go on DraftKings. FanDuel, you can only do 4. So just keep that in mind. Trey Mancini's been really good lately, and he's still cheap. He's only 4.2K. Going up versus Severino. He's batting 415 at-bats with the homer, so I like that. And then Yuli Gurriel for Houston at 3.8. It's been on fire lately. He got another home run today. I think that's 3 games in a row now. So normally bats 5th. They got him here slated batting 6th, but we don't know yet. But I still like the Gurriel play here at 3.8. Wilmer Flores, we just got to see what this Giants lineup looks like. It's never the same, right? We don't know who's leading off. But 3.7K. As long as he makes the lineup, he's in play. And cheap. You got Gavin Sheets. He's been on fire, man. He's only 3-2. He's been batting 5th for the White Sox. 19, 7, 16 in his last 3. Could be a sneaky play here as a one-off. Let's go to second base. Colton Wong. So part of the Milwaukee stack I like. He's 5'7", though. He is way up. That's too much, but FanDuel, I'll fuck with him over there where he's $2,400 cheaper. 35, 14, 12, 9, 12. So double-digit fantasy points 4 out of his last 5. Almost 5 out of his last 5. He got 9 in that other game. And going up against Ian Anderson. And he's a righty. He crushes righties. So I do love Colton Wong. Louis Urias, you don't know where he's going to be in the order. He started off the season really hot. He's 5-1. So these Milwaukee guys are priced up like they're playing in Coors Field. But it's a great hitting atmosphere tomorrow. I like it. He crushes righties also. So love Louis Urias. Part of that Milwaukee stack. Jose Altuve for 5K. Looks pretty good. 2 games in a row now with a home run. Looking for a third tomorrow. He's only faced Whitlock twice, but he does have a home run against him in 2 at-bats. So that's promising. And Whit Merrifield, now I know he's coming off a Coors Field series, but this dude's just due for progression. He's just started out the season dead, and then he woke up right before they went to Coors. 19, 12, 14, 5, and 31 in his last 5. So 4 of his last 5 double-digit fantasy points. He gets Velasquez tomorrow. He's a righty. Merrifield crushes righties. He gets stolen bases, gets home runs, gets a little bit of everything. So, yeah, I like Whit Merrifield at 4-6 as a one-off. And then part of that Colorado stack, Brendan Rodgers normally bats 5th. He's only 4K, 8, 14, 32 in his last 3. He'll bat 5 times. That's how many. Just Colorado scores a lot of runs at home, man. These guys get like 5 at bats in, which we always like to see. He crushes lefties, guys. One of my favorite plays on Colorado is going to be Brendan Rodgers, and he's cheap. He's only 4K. So definitely a cash game play there. Let's go to third base. Cash game. Whenever I say cash game, that means double ups, guys. Part of this Boston stack I'm liking tomorrow. Rafael Devers at 5'7" looks pretty good, man. He's 500 against Odorizzi in 10 at-bats. 1 single, 3 doubles, a homer, and he crushes righties. Nolan Arenado, 5.6K. St. Louis stack doesn't look too bad either. I just hope the game plays, right? He's 4 for 9 against Williams with 2 jacks, 2 singles, and he's having a hell of a year. 20 and 10 in his last 2. Alex Bregman, if you're going to stack Houston, you got to get Bregman in there. 4.9K, 4, 11 in his last 3. Only 3 at-bats a game, so I don't know if he's getting pinch hit for or what the hell's going on. But, yeah, it's facing a righty in Whitlock, so crushes righties. I think Bregman looks good. He's still in that 4K range, which is kind of surprising. Just barely, but he still is. Josh Donaldson, if you're going to stack the Yankees, 4.1K is really good for a guy that's batting 5th right now. 4, 3, 23. You know, he's not getting any younger, but the Yankees have a thing where they bring these older guys in, and they do pretty good with the team. So he's having a decent season. I wouldn't say a good season, but a decent season. And another Kansas City where I like is Bobby Whitt Jr. He started out the season hot, cooled off. Now he's back hot again. And I know it was Coors Field, but still 4 out of his last 5 games, double-digit fantasy points. 20, 14, 16, 0, and 11. And he crushes righties. So I like Bobby Whitt. I like Whit Merrifield. Two-man stack there. And then for Minnesota, you got Gio Urshela. He's only 3K. He's been a savage lately. 14, 19 in his last 2. He crushes lefties, guys. So I don't mind him as a one-off. Ryan, not Vince McMahon, but Ryan McMahon for Colorado. He's only 4.5. He's been all right. 8, 21, 10. Not really breaking any slates, but he hasn't been too shabby. He's got power in his bat. Normally does better against righties, but against Wood and 16 at-bats, he is batting 312. Just no home runs, right? We want home runs, damn it. Brian Hayes, 4.3K. You can pair him up with Vogelbach. I don't mind it. He's faced Hendricks 12 times. He's batting 500 with 2 home runs, 3 singles, and a double. So those of you playing Prize Picks tomorrow, man, I take the over on him. Let's see. We already went over Flores. Evan Longoria, too, man. If he makes the lineup at 3-7, roll him out there. He's 3 for 9 against this pitcher with a single, double, and a homer. So I don't mind that. Let's go to shortstop because we won't stop and we can't stop. Trey Turner, 5.4K. This guy does everything. Stolen bases, everything. Even he's 1 for 6 against Bumgarner. I'm trying to find some Dodgers here that have done good against Bumgarner. They haven't done anything. But I like playing Trey Turner against lefties, man. He doesn't dud on you. He gets stolen bases, tons of runs. He's got home run upside, doubles, triples. 5-4 is a one-off. Don't mind it. I think a lot of people are going to stack the Dodgers, and that might be a mistake. Bogart's part of this Boston stack. He's 4-8, 10, 5, 12 in his last 3. He's faced Odorizzi 37 times. That's a pretty good amount to look at here. So he's 324 lifetime and 37 at bats, 5 singles, 5 doubles, 1 triple, 1 home run. So I like Bogarts at 4-8. Sound like Humphrey Bogarts. And then a one-off for the A's. I'm not minding Elvis here. Not Elvis Presley, but his long-lost son, Elvis Andrus, guys. 2.3K. I know he's old, but this record against Archer is pretty damn tempting here. He's a righty. He crushes righties, and he's 9 for 18 against Archer. 5 singles, 3 doubles, and a homer. So I don't mind it as a one-off. You need some salary relief? There you go. I got you. Elvis Andrus. And Corey Bob Seager at 4.7K. Doesn't look too shabby. Against Syndergaard, he has 17 at-bats with a 412 batting average. 4 singles, 2 doubles, and a homer. So, yeah, I don't mind a one-off with Corey Seager. Brandon Crawford's just been absolute dog shit this year. But he's only 4-3. That kind of piques my interest here. He's only 3 for 23 too against this pitcher. Senazella. It's risky, but I mean it's Coors Field, so yeah, he's in play. I'd be lying if I saying he wasn't. He's due for some progression, for some good progression too, because he's just not doing anything. All right, so let's go to outfield. Aaron Judge, he's good at baseball. He's 6'1". I'm not going to waste your time. Same with Byron Buxton, 6K. He's faced this pitcher once. He's got a home run off him. And he's a lefty. Love Byron Buxton tomorrow. Mookie Betts, 5.4K. 2 for 6 against Bumgarner. I guess that's okay, right? 24, 14, 12. He's starting to wake up, finally. Stanton's pretty good at baseball. Juan Carlos Stanton, 5-1. I'm not going to waste your guys' time with these obvious plays here. You're going to stack Houston. You're going to put Jordan Alvarez in there at 5K. JD Martinez, I like part of this Boston stack because he's only 4.3K. Yeah, you tell him, Schroeder. So Schroeder got a meow there. So we already know. I got a feeling that's going to be one of his home run picks. He rarely does that. That was pretty good. All right, Schroeder. Well, we got to wait till your segment, and then we'll do Schroeder's picks. Okay? All right. He jumped the gun a little bit. But JD Martinez, 5 for 18 against Odorizzi with a homer. JD crushes righties. I just love this 4-3 price tag, man. You want to get off that Coors Field chalk. I think Boston's a way to go. Then you got Juan Yepez, 3.6K. This rookie's been phenomenal, man. Kind of cooled off a little bit, but give him time, man. 12, 2, 3, 2, 17 in his last 5. Don't mind him as a one-off at 3-6. If you're going to stack St. Louis, get him in there. San Francisco, Luis Gonzalez has been a blessing for this team, man. He's only 2-6. He's 2 for 2 against Senazella, and he crushes righties. So even if he bats like in the bottom part of the order, I still don't mind him. I know, Schroeder. It's almost time. Look who that is, Schroeder. We got Mike Trout. He's pretty good at baseball. He's 5'5". Connor Joe, 4.9K. Normally leads off for Colorado. I would assume he still does. He gets a lefty in Wood, and he crushes lefties. Now, beginning of the season, we're getting Connor Joe in that 3K range. Now he's at 4.9, but I love the matchup. Hopefully it keeps his ownership low because of the price tag. Kyle Tucker, if you're going to stack Houston, 4.4K is still way too cheap, man. He's 2 for 3 against Whitlock. 1 single, 1 double, and he crushes righties. So give me Kyle Tucker. Jock Peterson, part of that freaking Giant stack, man, crushes righties. Jock Peterson crushes righties. He's doing way better with the Giants than he ever did with the Dodgers this year. The only thing with him, just be careful. He does get pinch hit for it. Mike Yastrzemski, 3.6K. 1 for 5 against Santazilla, but he crushes righties. I like him. Lamont Wade normally leads off for the Giants. He's 3.4K. If he leads off, I love him. He crushes righties with that OPS of 888. And then my go-to, man, Harrison Bader for St. Louis. If you're going to stack St. Louis, you ever want to get different, throw Harrison Bader in there. A lot of people don't like to do that because he bats 7th. I love doing it. He's 6 for 14 against Williams, too. Harrison Bader's my dude. We already talked about Gavin Sheets. Jonathan Darza's been batting 2nd in this Colorado lineup. Normally it's Charlie Blackmon, but Darza's been batting 2nd. He's only 2-7. 14, 8, 9, 3, 18 in his last 5. That's not too bad. And against Wood, he's 3 for 9. And he crushes lefties, guys. The perfect storm right there. Christian Yelich. Bouncing back this year, man. He's 5'8". He's way up there now. You guys remember last week he was in that 4K range. He gets Ian Anderson. You're going to stack Milwaukee. You got to get Yelich in there. We already talked about Whit, Merrifield, Michael Brantley. If you're Stanton, Houston, 2 for 3 against Whitlock. Seems like a lot of these Houston guys are 2 for 3 against them. But Brantley crushes righties, man. He's always cheap too. He's 3.8, always bat 2nd. I don't mind that. Excuse me. Kike, yeah, I know. I coughed in your face. What do you think about that, Jack? He'll probably bite me in my sleep. Kike Hernandez leads off for Boston at 3.5K. Part of that Boston stack. That's really cheap, too. 2 for 4 against Odorizzi with a jack, with a home run. So I do like that. Sam Hilliard, another one of these crazy Colorado guys I love going to. The bats in the bottom part of the order. He's 3-1. When he goes, man. 24, 26, 002. So he's feast or famine. He's boom or bust, but so is Mookie Betts, right? So why not take the savings here at 3-1 and take a shot at Hilliard in this Coors Field game? All right, guys. So 54 watch players. You guys believe that? We got through it. It's time for your favorite part of the video and mine. It's time for none other than Schroeder's picks. Where Schroeder here, he's going to give us, you want to stretch first? Stretch. All right. So Schroeder kind of blew the lid on his first pick. But if you're new, Schroeder here gives us his 3 home run calls. First 2 are single home runs. And his third pick, who's going to get us 2 home runs? So Schroeder, you already gave us your first pick. Who was your first pick? That would be JD Martinez. All right. So Schroeder's first home run pick is none other than JD Martinez. All right, Schroeder, you really got excited about that one. I might just lock him in every line. I've never seen you do that before. Well, that was pretty cool. Next up, Schroeder, who do you got for your second home run call? Who's going to get that home run tomorrow and get us all the monies? Who do you got for your second home run call? Take a look. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, wonderful, Schroeder. Wonderful. Schroeder's second home run pick is none other Byron Buxton. You're playing it kind of safe today, Schroeder, but that's okay. I can dig it. So he's got JD Martinez and he got Buxton. All right, Schroeder. Here's where we really need you. Who's going to get us not 1, but 2 home runs and is going to absolutely break the slate? Who do you got to get us 2 home runs on this slate, Schroeder? Feast your eyes. Take a look. Oh, okay. No, we're not going with Mike Trout. Take another look. He always says Mike Trout. For obvious reasons, the last name, right? It's his favorite player in the whole wide world. Who's getting us 2 home runs, Schroeder? Okay. I know that's why he covered up the microphone. He wants to keep it a secret because Schroeder says he wants to win all the money for himself, but that's not what we're all about, Schroeder. Who's getting us 2? Who's getting us 2? Oh, all right. All right, Schroeder, I can dig it. Stop being stingy, though. We're here to help everybody win, not just us. Guys, where else are you going to watch a YouTube video where a guy talks to his cat and we pick home run calls? You name one. Okay, we have fun on this show. Schroeder's third home run call. And I might shock some people, but he's got that cat sense, man. He knows what he's talking about. Schroeder's third home run call. It's going to get us 2 home runs. He says, get out the belt. He says it's going to be Brandon Belt for all the monies for 2 jacks tomorrow. All right. Well, that's going to do it for Schroeder's picks. I like your picks today, man. I'm feeling pretty good about it, especially that JD Martinez one. As soon as I mention his name, Schroeder's like, meow. So good job, Schroeder. I really appreciate your help on these. And I appreciate you guys, man. Thank you so much for tuning in. Schroeder and I really appreciate it. He's all fired up because he knows he gets salmon treats now after the show. If you guys are new, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button, leave us a comment down below. It really helps the YouTube algorithms. So again, this will probably be my last recording, and then I'm going to go live in the morning so you guys have like a morning show. And we're just going to talk DFS, all sports. So don't miss out on that, man. You guys can interact with me, and that'd be dope, right, Schroeder? Yeah, that'd be really cool. So don't miss out on that. Definitely don't miss out on joining the DFS club, guys. We play every single sport. We're the cheapest in the industry. DFS Space, I think, took down tonight. And those who played his lines took down also. They won big tonight, man. Big. I'm not going to spoil it. You guys can check out DFS Space's videos. I'm sure he'll announce it. But yeah, it was a big win for him. I just saw that, by the way. Or I would have highlighted it on the video. But yeah, click join now. Click my logo. That way I get credit. Pick your plans, and you're in, guys. It's that easy. You get my lineups, ownership, projections, top stacks, dfsclub.com. The one and only stop losing, start winning. And draft dashboard's only $1 for 30 days. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. We got a big slate. Don't forget to play those double ups, guys. My name's Gabriel Skywalker. Let's get this bread. Don't take shit from nobody. I'm out, you guys. I'll see you in the next one. Take care.